sheet paper on demand.
Okay, so then I mean basically the one of the biggest problems in the paper industry is of course the deforestation. So you could also call that out in your vision. So to I mean that is something that you can call out.
And many harmful chemicals are being used to give a whitener color to the paper.
White and smoother.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
When you make the paper from the wood, you have to cut the lot of jungles and you have to put lot of chemicals to make the white, to make the fine and smooth. So for our paper, you not need to cut even a branch of tree, and you not need to put any chemicals in the process.
So just to understand, if you make white paper, because most of your paper is brown, but if you make white paper, how do you make it white then?
White paper is not possible. If we make the white paper, we have to add the lot of chlorine, the bleach, and some more chemicals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you also add chemicals if you make white paper.
Yeah, so we never made the white paper.
Okay, but the white paper that is part of the Christmas card, that is also not fully white, you mean?
That is from cotton, 100% cotton.
And okay.
Yeah, cotton based from the textile industries.
Okay, okay, understand. Okay,
Yes.
cool. So I mean, what to you is really then yeah, the biggest problem you want to solve, or the biggest inspiration, dream you want to make true?
To this venture.
So if you had a magic wand, what and you can say whatever you want to say in 10 years time, what would that be?
Sorry, please repeat your question.
What if you had a magic wand?
Yeah.
What would be your dream in 10 years?
If we have the magic stick, then we will have a big paper unit out of residence area, not in residence area, and we will employ the lot of women in the factory, and we will make a mess so they can eat in the factory, they can feed at the same place.
And we want to give health insurance to their child, to their families, and try to give a
security,
good security, so that they can educate their children properly. And if possible, then we will, if they have no house, then we will try to give a small shelter to them, so that they have no such kinds of pressure on their mind. They can they can live a peaceful life.
And how many would that be then? So how many, and is it about women or is it about their families?
Mostly the women.
Mostly about the women.
So how
if a woman will be happy, if a woman will be happy, then whole family will be happy.
Yeah. So how many women do you help now, and how many women would you like to help in 10 years, let's say?
I think it will be 1,000.
And how many women do you help now?
Five or six women.
Okay.
Not continuously we are helping them, just as we are as per the order. Then we have the order, then we will give work to them. Then we have no order, then there is no work from them also.
So before the COVID, we provide the employment for about 24 or 25 women at the moment.
Okay. And now it is back to 5 or 6.
Yes, that is still it's 5 or 6 is not continuously.
Okay. And you talked about women empowerment. Is the do you want to educate them, lift them out of poverty, grow their their skills and their education? What is the most important, if you need to say it very in a short way?
First of all, we have some women, they are skilled already. They work since 3 or 4 years with us, so they have the very good skill. And you know that the men and women are not so common working together. So suppose I have Sarika, and she know that how to teach the woman. So she teach them how to make the painting, how to do the block printing on that, and how to collect the flower from the jungle, and how we make the dyes.
Mm-hmm.
So that these the 2, 3, or 4 things we are teaching them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it is
And
really about empowerment.
Yes. And suppose a lady is very old, she can't do the hard work, she can't paint on the paper, so, but she can sort the paper. The unwanted paper she put at one side, and the good quality paper she can put at one side. So they can also they can work.
Okay, so actually the vision is the combination of, you want to empower women. Let's say, for now you want to empower 1,000 women, while basically you want to empower women while running, one of the most regenerative businesses, right?
Yeah. Correct.
And that is then because you said environmental protection is 1 and women empowerment is 2. Is the women empowerment then more important than the environmental protection, or is it so, normal for you, the environmental protection, that the problem you really want to solve is the women empowerment? That is really
Yeah,
that
yeah.
your heart the most.
Yeah, you are right. Actually, if you talk about the environment protection, that is thing we are doing as we are working. But if we talk about the women environment, it needs a lots of efforts that is we have to do in our future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So and is this something that if you make the vision bigger, if you realize like you are empowering thousands of women whilst you're creating this regenerative business and really being an example, because I think also a lot of businesses can learn from that. Is that something that you would have a ambition for, to educate how to do that, and basically to have more places like this in India where women are empowered and lifted out of poverty, whilst at the same time the paper industry is being made more regenerative?
Sorry, we didn't understand.
Yeah,
We
so
didn't understand your question.
yeah, so the question is, it is actually related to something you shared over the email as well, because you wanted to also educate people about what you're doing. And actually, you can in the future also earn money with that. So really explaining how you're, whilst having a regenerative business, at the same time you are empowering women. And this is something that you can basically, a family like you can educate it somewhere else in India to do the same thing as you did. or you can basically, so you can see your business as a sort of a lighthouse, an example. And I mean, because now this business could be in Jaipur or the area where you live, but it can also happen in other places in India because there are elephants everywhere and there are women in need everywhere.
Yeah, so yeah, I think your question is that there are so many elephants in India, like in Kerala, like in Assam, and we can do this thing on some different places.
Yes,
So it will create the more employment for the people,
exactly.
and even you can use some other type of dung, not only the elephant dung.
Yeah, you can use donkey dung, donkey poo, and other poo as well.
Yes, camel. We also make the paper from the horse poo, the camel dung,
Yeah.
and the sheep also.
Okay, but then you need to name your brand different. This poo paper, not anymore elephant poo paper. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I do a consultancy with Camel Dung Paper Factory.
Yeah. All right. So and so you're
Actually, Rajasthan is a very big state, and I want to tell you that there is less trees, there is a less water. That's why people are suffering from here, because there is no natural resource to earning here. Less rain happens here, or that's why more people migrate from village to
Urban areas.
town.
Urban
Village
areas.
to town, because they have no income source there. And when they reach to the town, they find that it is very difficult to earn money, because already there is a lots of population living here, and they are also in search of
Opportunities.
good opportunity of job here. But when they come here, then they found it is very difficult for them, because when they come here, they start to live in a rent house, and their other expenses also start from here, because when they live in the villages, they have their own houses, and whatever some or high crops, they can, at least they can eat from that crops. But when they reach to the urban areas, so it is very difficult for them to fill their tummy of their kids, or even for them also.
Yeah. All right, understand. So to go back to the vision, I'm just gonna make a new one. Wait. So what I mean, if this is do you want to put a very long term, or do you want to put a 10-year vision? And because you can also say, I mean, improve the lives of 1 million women through the regenerative business.
You are asking about if you have the magic stick. Then I told you just 1,000 women. I want to provide the job to the 1,000 women. Because we think that if we have the good opportunity, if we have the good paper unit, and we have the continue orders, then we adopt a village, and after that we can do in next village.
Okay. So now you say village. That is interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Because
nice.
we will invite the people to work. If the people are not needy, they have already job, then they will not join us. The people will join us if they don't have the food, enough food, they don't have the employment, so they will join us. So it will be quite easy to define the needy people.
So do you want to talk about changing the lives in Indian villages, or do you want to talk about change the lives of women?
No, but the women in villages. Because the women in urban area, they have some other sources
Okay.
of income. But the women have very bad condition in villages. They don't have the much opportunity to work. They can't go outside from the home. So the women in villages are in very bad shape.
Yeah.
So we will start from our nearby village.
So what is
After that,
yeah, so what is the do you want to call out a number, or do you want to say changed women lives in Indian villages by means of our regenerative business?
please come again.
Do you want to, as part of your vision, do you want to call out a number?
Number. As
Yeah, numbers of 1,000.
numbers of 1,000, 1,000.
Okay. We can always, if you have reached it, you can change it. Okay. Okay. Does this sound as a dream to you?
Yeah, it's a dream to for us.
Okay. So I think your purpose is about transforming life, right? But it is transforming, actually, regeneration is about bringing back life and transforming life, and you're actually transforming the life of the women, and you're transforming life of the animals, you're transforming the life of nature. So your purpose is really about transforming life in general. I mean, all aspects of life.
We think that if you do some change the woman's life, so it will be change the family's life, because the women are more responsible for the family. They are responsible to feed them, and they are responsible for the education. So if you change the life of woman, that will be change the life of family.
So you would like to change the women lives into family?
Yes.
Okay. Right, and then is it change the life of 1,000? Okay. All right, so the mission, I think we need to have a bit more women empowerment into the mission, but we can work on that. I think, Sally, we can work on the wording a bit more, I think, together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sophie,
Yeah,
when?
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm making loads of notes and kind of just coming up with ideas because I'm listening. I know it's hard to speak and kind of listen to everything, so it's much easier just listening and writing stuff down. So yeah, you and I could be able to work on that, definitely. Yeah,
I think, I mean, we need to kind of so as I feel we need to explain a little bit about the regenerative business, because the vision is you change these families' lives, but then you do that to a regenerative business that also is changing, that also has its impact, not only on the lives of the families, but also on that is the people aspect, but the environmental aspect is also through the business.
Yeah, you are right. If we are our second is the environment.
yeah, so it's transforming lives in our villages for the elephants, right? You're also changing the lives of the elephants, right?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Yeah, for the elephants and for nature, for the natural environment. For the trees, actually, you called out trees, so actually it is for trees, but it's also for the soil. It's so amazing. I love it. Anyway, transforming lives. It's actually,
Sophie, one word that keeps coming to mind, just from similar to Sally, I'm just like listening and taking it all in.
yeah,
But in a way, in a sense, they're like reversing the industry as a whole. In terms of like, typically when we think about the paper industry, we're thinking about cutting down trees in order to produce this product. But in this way, they're reversing it. They're creating paper, but giving, like you said, giving back more than they actually took in the first place, especially like with the seeds in there and
Yep.
in some of the paper. So the word reverse is another word that just keeps coming to mind with this whole process.
yeah, reverse, and it is also really a metamorphosis.
Mhm.
Because, and it is a, yeah, I mean, it is doing it totally different in all aspects of the business.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's
somehow, I mean, there is, I mean, for you, Viendra and Sarika, the most important thing is changing the lives of the families. For you, the regenerative nature of the business is a given. Because somehow you approach this already as regenerative, but to be honest, I mean, this is totally not the case at the moment, and so many businesses can learn from how you're doing this, that somehow to do justice to your business, it needs to be captured in the purpose, vision, and mission in a way. Is that what you're hinting at also, Andrea?
Yes, absolutely. Sorry. I had it on mute because my cat won't stop meowing, but yes.
Yeah. But then also, okay. And just to make fun out of it, it is super serious, but actually, I mean, I put it out there just to make fun. Make business out of shit. Proving business doesn't have to be shitty. I wrote that down because actually at the moment, the fun thing about this, most business at the moment is shitty.
I laughed at that the second it came on the screen. Perfect.
It's most business is shitty. It's destructive. It's not adding anything, solving a problem and creating 10 more. And actually, this business is so beautiful in all aspects, and it is made out of shit. How funny is that? Yeah, I just had to put it down because it's so, I mean, yeah, it's amazing, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah. So so I'm into the whole regeneration topic, and actually what you're doing is you're really, I mean, showing how it can be done, and how simple it is actually to do it well in all aspects of life. But it's so natural to you, Sarika and Viendra, that, I mean, it is a big story in the capitalistic Western world because they are totally not understanding it. And it is totally natural to you how to do this in a good way.
I will try to provide me some more data. I will mail you so that you
Yeah, so just going back to why you started it. I mean, you really had this crazy idea and you did it because you were looking for better alternatives, right?
right.
So and you, I mean, and actually it on the outside it was a crazy idea, but for you it was not crazy because it just made sense to you to make paper out of dung.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sophie, if you
Yeah.
have the more questions, and I have one answer, you have to take a leave holiday for 7 days, and you have to come and spend some time with us.
Yes, I love to. It's just they're making the travel a bit hard with all these COVID times. So
Yes, understanding.
so I really love to come. I will make it happen some way or another. And we're gonna make some nice videos and so on. Yeah, I love to visit and meet you. But
Yes.
so Vienda, talking about it, just going back to the why. If you need to say why did you start this business? What would your one sentence be?
We just something want at our thought we want to give something to our environment. Everybody do business, everybody do jobs, but we want to do something else.
You want to do something else? You want to give more back to your community and the planet and the environment.
Yes.
Yeah, you are right.
Okay.
I think there's something so beautiful in the simplicity of that message. Everybody does business, everybody does jobs, but wanting to give back more than what you're actually taking. And Sophie, you said it best, like our Western world is just like not understanding that concept. And this whole idea was formed for like a practical purpose, but the whole process is so beautiful and so cyclical. It's pretty neat. It's been a really cool, like observing this meeting for the past hour and coming to terms with all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, I mean, we need to capture this. We want to do something different, and your crazy idea, I mean, it seems crazy, but it was, I mean, to you normal. And but yeah, I mean, something around this. We want to do something different. Everybody does business, but we want to give more back. I mean, it's too long. We need to make it shorter. And I think also the vision, I mean, is probably, I think that the holistic view of your business, that it's just because you also said it, I think we need to capture that in one sentence. You said 1 is environmental protection and 2 is women empowerment. And these two are not, I mean, 1 is not more important than the other. It's really those 2 are important, right? Viendra and Sarika. Because you wouldn't, I mean, your dream has not come true, and your vision and your drive is not complete if you haven't reached these 2 main things, right? Yeah. So I think we need to I can work with you, Sally and Andrea, to find the right words based on this meeting. So somehow I think I mean, your vision is you want to have, I mean, empowered all these women, and through these women, all these families in India, that like there's this wave of regeneration for families going on in India, but that's also through a regenerative business. And by this regenerative business, you're basically giving back to the environment. So this is your vision. That
Yes,
means that is when you reach that in 10 years time, like 1,000 or even more families are being kind of given their life back, actually, how life should be for them, whilst you are kind of building a regenerative business and showing the world that this is also possible to do really business in a different way and giving back in a social way, but also in an environmental way. And then, I mean, yeah, your mission is, the business that you do, and bringing these two together is your purpose. So I think we need to kind of capture these two main things that are super important for you into some very short sentences, like you saw in the examples. But I think
Yeah.
you have a lot of information now to play around with the right words, and then we need to check it back with you because they need to be your words. So we can come up with nice sentences, but you really need to kind of your heart need to jump about it, because you are the heart of the business, and it needs to be really the wordings that you use and that you resonate with.
Yeah.
So how
Okay.
does that sound? Andrea and Sally, is it so you took a lot of notes, Sally, and I took some notes too, and we have the video. We can all think a little bit about it. I can send the slide where I put on some first ideas, and we can brainstorm on some proposals, and then we can share that back with Sarika and Viendra to see what they like about it. And Andrea, you want to be involved in that as well?
Yes, I would love to be. And is that something, because I know our team meeting with our full team is every other week. So is that something next Wednesday, it will just be me, you and Sally, and we can go through that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, we can do that. Does that sound great to you, Sarika? Viendra?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will just and also if you have ideas, because this process also sparks always a lot of creativity and ideas. So if you feel kind of the creativity flowing after this meeting, and you say, oh, this should be the sentence, this should be it. I mean, put it on an email, and we can kind of have a back and forth on email to because that sometimes also helps to kind of put your own ideas on paper, and that can help too. So if you have ideas, Sarika, that what it should be, I mean, just share, and when everyone contributes, we come to the best ideas, where everybody where we want to get to is we want a purpose, mission, vision, and you talk about it, and everyone says, wow, this is really us, and this is really which we feel super proud and inspired about if we're gonna reach this.
Yeah, definitely. I have more and more data about our business. So I will pick out some more good information from that data, and I will email you so that it will be very helpful to you to understand our vision and mission.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic.
And once again, thanks for your big news.
Yes. Yeah. Let's all have a drink now to celebrate that.
Is it too early for me? Maybe.
No, never.
No.
Oh, it's never too early for a celebration, so feel free.
So exciting.
Yeah, and that is something we will welcome, and we will connect on that to Sarika, how to organize for that, and so on. So when I get connected to the people responsible for it in the company, I will reach out to you so we get it all organized and settled.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Sarika, from a technical standpoint, I'm gonna once Sally actually took care of your first couple months of payment for your website, which is wonderful and super generous. And so the next step will just to be to transfer that name, elephantpooppaper.com, from GoDaddy to Squarespace. And so today I'm going to send you and Vandra an email that has the 4 steps that you guys just have to do on your end with your login information, so that you don't have to share that on the call right now. But if you just follow those 4 steps, it's going to send you a couple, like a code that you can just email to me. So I'll explain all of that in my email. But I just want to let you know that's coming. So if you're able to do that within the next 2 weeks, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, you just email us. You just mail us. We will we will try to give all the information about what do you want from us.
Great. Yeah, I'll put in the email and it'll be really straightforward. But if for some reason something happens and it's tricky, just email me back and we can go back and forth and I can try and help you figure that out.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Okay, yeah, sorry, Andrea. So we don't have to do it now. The GoDaddy.
Yeah, it's honestly, sometimes I think it's easier to do it via email because you can see all the steps in front of you. So yeah, that's no problem.
Okay. Great.
How is Sally? Is she good now?
Sorry, messed up.
How is her health?
It's really good, thank you very much. Yeah, I've been meaning to
Yeah.
email you. I had a very minor accident. It was a very mundane way of hitting your head. Just a bit embarrassing, really. But no, I'm absolutely fine, thank you. And settling into the new house, and yeah, life is brilliant. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
And let me, hello, Sophie, sorry,
Yeah.
Sally.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your offer for website, some expenses for starting 2 months. But I request you, if we have the complete the order from Sophie's buyer, so we will pay pay for this, and we will the repayment to you. That's
Oh yeah, it's absolutely fine. It's on a monthly basis. It's got my details in at the moment, but yeah, we can discuss at a later date. But
yes, thank you so much.
you're really welcome. I'm very happy to get it going. No problem at all.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot, everyone. And then we connect again next week. And Sarika and Vienna, we also stay in contact about the new buyer, how to organize all that.
Okay,
That's great.
definitely. We will wait.
Okay. Have a good
Yeah.
evening, morning, afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, and you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Sophie. Thanks for all of
Yeah.
your work.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sophie. That's been really
Okay.
good.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Speak to you all soon. Bye bye.
Bye.